My ambassadors, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Become a member now. Pick up those cell phones and go to your favorite browser and type in www.brandofjdarel.com. Get to those computers. Once you get instant access, you will be taken into the website where we host everything that is J.DAREL. To become a member, go ahead and click become a member. You can either sign up via Facebook and or your Google account. Once you do that, as well as your email, you can do so by following the direction that it is listed for you. Once you do that, you will have instant access and will be taken back to the page. Once you do that, you will look down at the bottom and see the view more or to send me a friend request to be a part of the ambassador group chat. Yes, we got a group chat where we have our own conglomerate where we can have fun. You will get your exclusive content, all of my lives, my thoughts, and my blogs, and any information that I cannot post to the general public. So you want to be, and you got to be a brand ambassador. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at J.DAREL. Go to youtube.com and search J.DAREL Hunt. Subscribe. Click the notification button so you can be privy to the access. Like and add our Facebook page at J.DAREL Brand. You can also search our like page. You will have all the information on my blog posts and updates of when I'm going live. You can also like the Brand of J.DAREL page as well. It will have the same information, blog posts, likes, comments. Make sure you tag somebody, tag everybody you love, and let them know that J.DAREL is back. Okay, make sure as well that you tune in. Live shows weekly at 8 p.m. only on Facebook and YouTube. My ambassadors, what you are about to view contains the opinions, thoughts, facts, and commentary of the topics chosen. What is discussed on this platform is public knowledge and has been posted for the viewing audience to see. J.DAREL, J.DAREL Brand, and this platform is not responsible for the outcome and the after effects of the show. All stories and information shared is alleged. We here at the J.DAREL Brand are only here to provide laughter, realness, and reality. Listen, we are live in effect in this thing. Remember, this is your boy J.DAREL, and we are back at it with another video, with another live, our first live in the year of 2021. I told you guys that your boy J.DAREL will be back with a vengeance, back with a vision, and back with a new thing. I'm so glad you guys had the opportunity to tune in. This is my first live production. This is my first live show. Normally I do pre-record it and just upload, which I still do if I depend on doing reviews or anything of that nature. But I am excited. And I'm so happy and elated to be back on a new set, be back with new topics, be back with something new. I have ventured from doing entertainment reality reviews into doing reality news and entertainment and doing commentary, which I've always been entertainment commentator, but now I'm transitioning to a new industry, a new side of entertainment, new side of YouTube. So I am excited. I am glad. I told y'all I was going to be back. You already know every time J.DAREL takes a hiatus or a break, he is working on something, and I have accomplished what I needed to accomplish. That's with new software. That's with new cameras. That's with new lighting, a new studio, new everything, a new sound, even a new name. And look, notice I did not say Preach Boy TV. I said J.DAREL, the brand, or the brand of J.DAREL. Yes, we are the brand of J.DAREL. Even our conglomerate name change. We're no longer notified by our saints, but we are notified by ambassadors. So my name for you guys are my ambassadors. So speaking of ambassadors, make sure that you have paid attention to the broadcast and the news that I have sent out before you as well. So go ahead and click like on this video. definitely want you to go ahead and click like on this video while you tune. So if you're still at it and you're just tuning in, we want you to support and continue to support the J.DAREL brand. So we want you to click like on this video. Okay, click like, click share, make sure you tag your friends and let them know your boy J.DAREL is back live and in color. Y'all have no idea of how excited I am. Y'all have no idea how excited I am with this new broadcast. So I want to definitely say to you, thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. You don't know how much that means to me. Make sure you, as well, we want you to stay connected. I am J.DAREL brand, or the brand of J.DAREL, on all social media sites. That is on Facebook. You can like us at Facebook, or you can add us on Facebook and like us on Facebook. That's at J.DAREL brand, and the brand of J.DAREL is the like page. I kind of want to move my subscriber base to their own entity, their own Facebook page, their own like page as well, because I don't want everything to be mixed with my personal page, because I have too many people of importance following me, and they may not agree with the work that I am doing, which I really don't care, but I don't want those things mixed, because my personal is my personal and my business is my business, as well as my brand is my brand. So I always want to keep those things separate, so I know who my fans are and who's supporting me and who wants more content. So I want to speak directly to my fans, not because my family is on Facebook page. So if you are following me and if you are a supporter of J.DAREL the brand, we want you to go to, you can click in the search box in Facebook and click J.DAREL brand, and you will see my Facebook profile come up. Just submit the request. I will add it immediately, or once I get the notification, as well as you can definitely search the like page, and that's the brand of J.DAREL, and the picture and the thing. All of my conglomerates and all my Facebook pages are the same, so you're easy recognizable. They have all my graphics and everything. That is where you can see all of my blog posts. You can see when I'm posting, when I'm getting ready to go live, and all that information. And I also want you to take the time while you're at it. Take the time to become a member. Yes, become a member. You can do so by going to www.brandofjdarel.com/members, and they will bring up the profile. You can sign in via Facebook, via your Gmail account, as well as just signing in with your email account. Click sign in is going to bring you back to the page with a let you know that you have become and signed up successfully to become a member. I want you to also become an ambassador. Just click the view if you have already signed in, or click become a ambassador, and it will send me a notification saying that, hey, so and so wants to become an ambassador and join the group. That is the ambassador group. That is the group where it is behind the scenes, where we have topics, where we pray together, where we talk about things, and I will share personal things and things that I cannot share on the public platform. So make sure you're tuned in to J.DAREL brand every Monday, Friday, and maybe Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and on YouTube. So with that being said, we're going to get into tonight's topic. Now, tonight's topic really, I'm going to tell y'all, it made me feel some type of way. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I'm looking at certain things, and I'm like, the motive behind that and what is currently going on and the things of that nature is it really like, do this person even have an idea of really what's really going on, or the type of things that she is getting ready to enter by way of this identity change? Grasp the fact that it's not the identity change that bothers me, because at the end of the day, that's the world we live in. I understand that I can coexist and sit at the table with a trans man, a gay man, a cisgender male, a cisgender female, or whatever, what have you, or whatever identity that person wants to be identified as. That's no problem. I can sit in, and my spiritualizations would not be offended. Me being a spiritual person, me being a person that is of the cloth, will not be offended. I can sit there and not have a total problem with it, because I get it. But at the end of the day, My thing is 25% of that at the age of, because at the age I can see of, we get to the age where we want to become certain things. At a certain age, some of us want to be astronauts, some of us want to be lawyers and doctors, and as we grew up, things did not turn out that way. So at this age, wanting to be identified as a girl, okay, starting off, we get it. You may feel like a girl inside. You may feel feminine. You may not feel like you belong. You may feel like you're in the wrong body. Understandable. We get it. Not the problem. My problem is the age and the agenda that is being pushed. And I'm not talking about the homosexuality or the gay agenda, because I do not believe in that agenda is being pushed to demasculate men. I think men has demasculated themselves. That is why more women are in church than men. That is a decision, and that is a stigma that has been put out there to be pushed. Now, I believe that is pushed. Now, I do not believe that homosexuality agenda, whether it be Hollywood, or just in society, I don't believe that is being pushed. I believe that this is a changing world that we're in. It happened in the earlier days, and just only thing that differentiates back then and now is time and people. That is. So a lot of us wanted to be certain facets. We wanted to grow up and be this, wanted to grow up and be that, felt that we were this, felt that we were that. But as life progressed, as we learned, and as we gained more knowledge, went to school, I experienced life, then we thought different. Our mind shifted. Our eyes saw different, So in this sense, I think that it's very young for this individual to not only have this identity, but their parents push it. And we say, and you mean, J.DAREL, what do you mean by parents pushing it? Making the decision that at the age I want to be a girl, and I not only am I identifying as a girl, because he's a male, but a young girl now, and I want to identify him what he wants to be identified as. And we're talking about Zaya, Dwayne Wade, and Gabrielle's son, which is basically biological son to Dwayne Wade. So recently there was an interview done. Hence, we are celebrating Women's History Month. So Michelle Obama, we're talking about Michelle, so I'm going to go ahead and put her, and have my production to go ahead and put her on the screen. We're going to make that visible now. Let's go ahead and take care of that now while I'm speaking, and go ahead and have them put on the screen. So we're talking about former First Lady Michelle Obama, and now Miss Zaya Wade, which she identified as a girl. So I have several problems with this. One, we're celebrating Women's History Month. I only see one woman on this screen. Yeah, I only see one woman on this screen, and then I see a young female, young female that wants to be identified as a female. So we're going to identify her as a female. Let me say this and I'm not caring if I'm going to be politically correct in this sense, but I really want to try to grasp this agenda and the motive behind this. My problem, 25% of my problem, is the age and what is being taken place with Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, as far as its concern is there. My second problem is and that was 25%. The 75% of my problem comes from Michelle Obama and the people who are pushing this. It baffles me that, one, we're celebrating Women's History Month, and Michelle Obama, which is a very well respected woman, period. Very well respected woman, period. And then she's interviewing a girl. Okay, let's stop at interviewing a girl. Let's just say that the topic at hand, or the motive at hand, is me being a woman, and this being Women's History Month. Let me talk to a little girl and empower her. Fine. If we're empowering a little girl, fine. There is plenty of little girls that have graduated college. There is plenty of girls that are entering high school that would love to meet and sit down with Michelle Obama. There is plenty of girls that we hear about on Facebook posts, Instagram posts, and Twitter that garnished over $1 million worth of scholarships that pays for, that could, in 1 year, that can pay for 4 or 5 years that they can possibly get back, that will love, or that could have sat down with Michelle Obama, I'm sorry, and been interviewed or interview her. Why Zaya? And you ask, why not Zaya? Or you ask, what is your motive, J.DAREL, in even discussing this? Because it's crazy. T.S. Madison said this once while speaking to, actually she was on the Queen's Supreme Court either 2 years or a year back. And on this particular episode, Funky Dineva was her co-host. And we were talking, and they were discussing the topic at hand. And one of the actors, which happens to be a woman, was getting ready to partake upon a role in a storyline that consisted of a transgender woman. Now we have a cis woman that is getting ready to portray a role of a transgender woman. It caught so much backlash that the woman pulled out. And T.S. Madison said something that was very powerful. She said that there are many transgender women in the industry that is looking for opportunity, that works within entertainment, that works within the movie scene in production as well. Why not offer those to play the life that we live every day, play the life that we endure, the pain that we endure, the changes that we endure, the ridicule that we endure, even the killings time and time again that we occur. Only a person that has personally endured that can play that role and play it to its full capacity. I'm going to take that same concept and say, if we're celebrating Women's History Month, why is and if we're honoring and talking to the up and coming generation, which would typically be a girl versus a woman, why are we sitting down with Zaya Wade and not a girl who's already accomplished, or in the sense, in the midst of accomplishments, like she's graduated high school and in her first undergrad year of college, or in graduate school getting ready to receive a doctorate or things of a professional degree at that sense? Why are we sitting down with Zaya? And I don't want this to come off wrong, but let's make this clear. Why are we sitting down with Zaya? I'm going to tell you why we're sitting down with Zaya. The reason why we're sitting down with Zaya is because everything that is backing Zaya and everything that is backing Michelle Obama, in everybody's eyes, nobody sees the Obamas as doing anything wrong. So why not have a person, let's hide our motives behind Michelle Obama, and let's have her the corporate. But let's put on Zendaya, because Zendaya has the LGBTQ community behind her that's going to push her, the transgender community behind her that's going to push her, so we can put off this and we can sell what we have. We can sell this interview, we can sell it to the media and push it. But we put in Michelle Obama because the world does not see her as doing anything wrong. So let's put her and let's hide our motive behind her and push this agenda. First of all, she ain't even transitioned yet. All we doing is identifying her what she wants to be identified as. I think there is a difference between something that is and something that has been identified as. I can very well identify as a little girl or a woman. But you see this mustache, you see this goatee that's growing in, you see a full head of hair, and you see the depthness in my voice. So I am still a male by way of biological genes, or by way of appearance. But I identify as a woman. Do I deserve to sit there during Women's History Month and talk to Obama about women, about me being brave, and about how people should be themselves? No, there's plenty of people that is qualified to have that conversation. And right now, Zendaya, Lord have mercy, Zaya Wade is not that person that needs to be sitting down in the middle of Women's History Month talking to Michelle Obama when there's other qualified females that's supposed to be in this spot. Now, if we were acknowledging transition acknowledging being yourself, or another candid conversation where Zaya would definitely be qualified to sit in that position to either interview or be interviewed and tell her story, tell her experience, tell what she went through, and tell the tears she cried of how when she was born and she became to identify as something that she wants to be identified as. Imagine the transition. Imagine what she has to go through knowing that, hey, I'm a male, but maybe I was born wrong. I was born in the wrong body. Now, that conversation is for another time. This is not the conversation for that time. So again, I ask, what is the motive and what is the situation? And then the thing is, my problem also is with Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. You ask J.DAREL, what is your problem with them? They're the parents. My problem is we're not celebrating a situation of a person being identified and in transition and dealing with the corporate. They are pushing this because of what is backing it. So every time you see them, oh, it's my daughter this, my daughter that. Let's put weave in her. Let's get her a nice couture gown. Let's get her some heels and let's set her down and talk to Michelle Obama. Did this girl even want to put on braids? Did this woman even want to, did Zaya even want to dress up? Or is this being pushed? Or is this being forced? Because I know at that age, yeah, you may want to be something else. You may want to become something else. Or you may feel that you're in the wrong body. You may feel you are a male and a female body, or vice versa. But literally at that age, we're worried about having fun. We're not worried about what the world thinks of us. We're not worried about how our hair going to look. We're not worried about what the next fit is going to be. I do believe that even though Zaya identifies as a girl, that at some sense, the most feminine outfit that she may put on may be a sweater and some toe-up jeans or tights, let alone a full beat face, glasses, weave, lipstick, and a full vintage contour with flats. That's where I feel that is the Dwayne and the Gabrielle agenda, to keep themselves in the spotlight. Gabrielle not doing nothing. Dwayne Wade is not doing nothing. So, hey, we got a daughter that the world either loves or hates or in between. Let's continue to push her. Let's continue to push our so-called support. And let's push this out there to keep ourselves relevant. But not once have you trained this girl about what she's getting ready to get herself into. Ask to sit down with her to see if this is something that she really wants to do. It's one thing to identify as. It's one thing to say, I'm going to be a transgender and I'm going to be transitioned. It's another thing about also allowing this girl to have a childhood. Do you know the backlash this girl is going to face or have already faced? Because it's already out there. Our picture's already out there. People are already make their commentary or posted what they had to say. Boosie had a lot to say. And now that this interview has been put out, J Book from the world-renowned R&B group B2K has made his arrival and said what he had to say. So have this girl been trained? Has this girl been sat down and made a full decision and understood to say, hey, this is what you want to be identified as? Mommy and daddy support you. We're not going to be against you. No, we're not going to throw you out. No, we're not going to throw you out totally. But I want you to fully understand what you are getting yourself into. Do you fully understand what you're getting yourself into? Do you understand the backlash that you're going to receive? Do you understand the backlash that your mother and father is going to receive? Yeah, we're going to be with you through the end. Yeah, we're going to support you through the end. But I want you to fully understand that once you make these changes, you cannot reverse the process. It's one thing to feel or identify as, but it's another thing to become. I can identify all day as a woman or a transgender woman because I feel that in my body. I feel that in my soul. I can identify as a gay male. I can identify as this all day. I can identify as a preacher. I can identify as a bishop. I can identify as an apostle. But it's another thing, and you can call me at the end of the day, but am I that? Is that what I possess? Is that what I became? Right now, the answer is no. It is a huge slap in the face. Just like it was a slap in the face for that actor to take up on the role that a a cis woman took on the acting role of a transgender female. How the community was in an uproar. Now, are we going to say have the same sentiment if a woman feels trajected, or if a woman feels pushed to the side, or if a woman feels offended, or another girl? If you're gonna put it out there that a woman that we are celebrating Women's National Month or Women's History Month, and we having a woman with high status, high class, no scandal, who stood in the White House by her husband, scandalous, and now be able to celebrate and have the opportunity to sit down with another up-and-coming female that will have the same potential. It could be possibly the next African-American first lady, or the first president, or the first woman to become a president, or the first woman to accomplish this, or just a woman who is striving to be like her role model, someone that she strives to, that someone she admire. But we take that opportunity away because of money, because of views, likes, adversity, and the clicks and views. So who best to exploit? Who else? Zaya Wade. Who else? Zaya Wade. What the 75%, remember I mentioned to you earlier that 25% bothered me based on identity. And the 75% that bothers me was by way of exploitation. This girl thinks that she's getting the opportunity of the world. She feels she's getting the opportunity of the world to sit beside Michelle Obama, to either interview her or to be interviewed by her. And she's being exploited. And it's not by her personal gain. It's by her parents and the powers that be. This girl is thinking that I'm on top. The world is supporting me. My family supports me. And I get to sit by the first lady, or the former first lady of the United States, as I'm sitting in transition, as I'm being identified as a woman or a girl. And she's excited. Don't want to take that opportunity away, because it's an exciting opportunity. But look at the systemless of what is taking place. This is not transgender month. This is not transgender. This is not anything dealing with pride. This is Women History Month. But in the sense, I'm really not even mad that they even chose Zaya. I think it's the wrong time and the wrong topic, but my problem is not choosing her. My thing is why you choose her, the motive in which you choose her, and the event of which you choose her for. This is as much of a slap in the face to a woman or a little girl who aspires to be sitting where Zaya is by Michelle Obama in the middle of Women's History Month. But that's just as much as a slap in the face as an actual woman, a cis woman, sitting in the spot that a transgender is supposed to be in during Pride Month. Or if we were having a month that we are celebrating transgender women, imagine if a cis woman was sitting in your position. Or a cis girl. I would want to see the same uproar as another situation, or a homophobic situation. We can't deem one situation better than the other. And that's my problem. Has nothing to do with the 25% of the identity. Has nothing to do that a boy, another male that could have been another male role model in the community, another strong male, is now transitioning to a woman. Not my problem. The Bible said it was going to happen. We already knew it was going to happen. So my negate is not Bible. My problem is not Bible. My negate is not religion. It's not spirituality. It's not nothing. It's not even 25% of the identity. My problem is 75% of exploitation of this child at an early age. Because it's going to get to a point when this girl fully advances. And though we have great transgender who has beat down barriers, still beating down walls today, just to be realized and recognized as a human being based on their identity and based on their transitional or their preference. Again, that's not my problem. My problem is exploitation. My problem is using Michelle Obama to push your own motive and agenda just to get click and views. Because in a sense, nobody is celebrating this girl's accomplishments or celebrating the fact she's identified as a girl. For her to sit down with Michelle Obama, she has no accomplishments, no scholarships, no college degree, no business. She ain't open up her own business, nothing. She's only sitting there by way of the world watching, because Michelle Obama is there. So you already have 75% of the world there, mainly in the African American community, because they admire her and she's one of the higher ups that the African American community looks up to as a woman, especially in the middle of Women's History Month. And two, the agenda that pushes behind Zaya. The supporters that support her, and the people who's going to watch just that. And then the 15% who's going to do commentating like me. So my thing is, at what point, if we're going to celebrate this accomplishment or celebrate her having the consciousness and having the courage to come out one in the climate of the world that we're living in, to be confident and to come out as a transgender at a young age, and to be true to self and to be comfortable with self, not worrying about what the haters say, not worrying about what the naysayers say, not worry about what the blogs are saying. Cool, fine, dandy. We have millions of other confident females that could have sat in this position. But why is Zaya there? My problem with this situation is exploitation at its finest. The same exploitation that Zaya is experiencing, the same exploitation that the industry did to Michael Jackson at a young age. Never cared about Jackson 5. They only wanted Michael. And you seen what happened to them. At a young age, this girl ain't even living a full childhood. First of all, she's already going to be kind of robbed of a childhood already because she's born into wealth. So you don't get public schools, you get private school, you get homeschool, and then we in the middle of a pandemic, so you ain't gonna be in public school, you ain't gonna be in neither. Two, your mother and your father, every chance they get is posting you as a congratulatory. You're posted on all the blogs, you posted and they're being exploited every day on your parents' Instagram and social media accounts and Twitter, as well as strutting to award shows. At that age, I know the times are different, and I know I wasn't born into no wealthy, so I get it. But at that age, I was riding bicycles with my friends, riding up every Friday, getting Arizona and hot chips and corn nuts, hanging out with friends, enjoying being a child. Not worried about if I wanted ping, same gender loving, or even worried about girls at the time. I just wanted to enjoy being African American, enjoy school, enjoy riding public transportation, just enjoy being me. While in transition to being a PK, because you already know how that is. To now, put yourself in a situation where the world is seeing you, the world is judging you, and the world got something to say. Exploitation at its finest, and it's crazy. I pray that Zaya wakes up and understands that I want to live life for me. I'm going to make this. If you're going to transition and make the decision that you want to be identified as a female or a transgender or a woman, do that. That's your real right within this country. That's your right, and nobody's coming against your right. No one's coming against your decision. But what people do have a problem with is at the age, they feel you need to live life more. They feel that life needs to take a toll. Life experiences, life lessons, life skills needs to take place, and not being exploited and pushed by your parents and other people that supporting you, that want to live vicariously and by you. Allegedly Dwayne Wade. And people might say, well, why, how can you say that? Or why people keep saying that he feel like you want to be, because have y'all not understood that it's great for the parent to support, and or why is it that he's supporting his son or his daughter that he has to be this, or he's living vicariously by him? I'll say this, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. And Dwayne Wade has showed that from the very beginning. And it has nothing to do with support, because only reason why he is supporting his daughter, because it makes him look good. It keeps them in the media. And it keeps them in, and allows them to walk through doors by way of pushing their daughter that they would never get to walk through. Platforms that they would never even be able to reach. But because their daughter is now who they are, and because the daughter was born into the Wade family, into a Gabrielle union, then this is what we walk into. Recognize the doggone agenda. Recognize the motive. This ain't got nothing to do with support. This ain't got nothing to do with supporting Black or African American trans women or the LGBTQ community. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with public exploitation to reach platforms that you would never ever be able to reach on. And because he wanted to reach, or they want to reach those platforms without actually being that of, because at the end of the day, if you watch any documentary that Dwayne Wade was, or if you go back down the history of his childhood, playing basketball was going to be the only way that Dwayne Wade got his family secured financially and got himself out the hood. Because if Dwayne Wade would have came out as a girl, or came out as gay, bisexual, anything of that nature, his career would have never started, and he probably would have never made it at the time out to the NBA or made it out the hood. Let's just dip that in the mud. So since I can't do that, I have a reputation to connect. Even though we're living in a climate where it is being accepted every day, that boundaries and walls are being torn down and history is being made, i.e. T.S. Madden getting her own show. We're gonna talk about that later. But you see where I'm going with this, right? So since I'm not going to do that and become that by way of the position and the power that I hold, I'm going to push my daughter to do it. And I'm not going to walk on platforms and provide platforms for her to do it. But I'm going to live vicariously to her. And push her before she's ready. Push her before there's a dynamic conversation. Push her before there's preparation. Push her before there's life skills and life experiences happen. So this is why I say, I really want to know your thoughts. I posted it on Instagram and I got a lot of feedback. And literally everybody feels the same way I do. They feel that it's very vastly, it's been exploited. That this thing is not being thought out carefully. And that they're pushing their daughter into ways that's going to end up hurting her in the end. Because everybody wants to click and a view. Everybody wants to be featured in the magazine. Everybody wants to be featured and be the headline of topics and be in the top of the blogs. Everybody wants to sit down with the who's who to talk about situations that don't even matter. This situation right now don't even matter. There's a young girl right now that needs to hear the encouraging words of Miss Michelle Obama, but here we're sitting down here with Zaya Wade talking about nothing. 75%, that's what I have a problem with. Has nothing to do with the decision of identification. Because right now it's just identification. She ain't that right now. She just identify as a girl, identify as a transgender woman. She is not that right now. So why are we sitting now in the middle of Women's History Month, sitting down talking to Michelle Obama, when there's plenty of the women and plenty of the girls that needs to be in this position? You know why? Again, I say, exploitation. That has been my commentary. I definitely want to know your thoughts and your commentary on this. Remember, I definitely want you guys to stay connected to the J.DAREL brand and everything. I am so excited that you guys are tuned in. If you just tuning in, we were talking about Zaya Wade and Michelle Obama, this interview that they did virtually in the middle of Women's History Month. I definitely would like to know you guys' thoughts and comments on this whole situation. It is baffling to me to even sit here and talk about this situation in the midst of it all. I mean, I just want to know who came up with this. Who idea was it to have this? But I know who, because even in this, they had a whole doggone photo shoot. Whole studio production set up just for this interview. They made blogs and made magazines everywhere. I'm like, why is this making headlines in the middle of Women's History Month? And she identify as a girl, not even a woman, a girl. But like I said earlier, before you guys were tuning in, I was discussing, okay, let's just say this in the middle of Women History Month, we're going to have a well-known woman who is looked up highly, and we're going to have her sit down and talk to an up-and-coming female. Why in the whole heavens and the hell is that Zaya? We could have had Shay Jackson. There is a host of plenty of African American females that are biologically females. Sit there, be interviewed or interviewed by Michelle Obama. Talk about their experiences as a woman. Talk about their aspiration and goals. Tell Michelle Obama how much they looked up to her, how much they love the class she has, how they love her hair, how they love that she's still with her husband, how she leads and directs her family, how her daughters are doing well. Hell, we didn't even need Zaya for this. We could have sat down and talked to Michelle and her daughters about women empowerment, about their goals, about what they're going through. How is life in college? How is life after being in the White House, being looked up through a scope, and your dad being recused, your mom being called monkeys and all kinds of racial? How do you overcome that? Let's talk about that. Why are we sitting down talking to someone who hasn't even experienced life yet, who's not even finished playing in playgrounds? That's my issue. Not the 25% of identification, because that's all going to always come. But it's the 75% of exploitation and the motive behind it. It's nasty, it's despicable, and it's despairing. But these are the conversations that we don't want to have. Because it's involving Michelle Obama, then this is the conversation that we don't want to have. These are the things that nobody wants to sit around the dinner table and talk about. These are the situations. We don't want to talk about the situations of Zaya. We want to talk about the exploitation of Black and African American parents who sees their child as an opportunity to get out the hood, so they push them and override them and live vicariously through them because they never made it. Or because they understand and know that their daughter, their son is going to be on certain platforms that they'll never be afforded to be on. So yeah, let's push her. Let's buy her some pink weave, some hair braiding hair material. Let's put that on her. Let's go shopping to our local thrift shop. Let's put her in some Usher #2 black heels that we wear on Pastor's anniversary as we march and pass it down the aisle in one of our local Baptist churches. And let's sit her down in a well-produced, well-lighted environment in front of Michelle Obama. And let's have a discussion about women. Let's have a discussion of self-empowerment. Let's have a discussion on situations that really don't even matter. Because we're already sitting down with the wrong person right now. A person that's not even qualified yet. That's no shade. That's facts. But hey, that is my commentary. If you're still in and you enjoyed the conversation, make sure you continue to like this video, share on all social media sites. Let me know your thoughts on the 25% of identification, and let me know your thoughts on the 75%. The 75% of exploitation that this girl is experiencing, and she has not even fully transitioned yet. They see this as a cash cow, and they are fully taking advantage of it, and I think that is despicable. But hey, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts. Leave it down in the comment. Make sure you share this video on all social media accounts. Make sure you stay connected to the J.DAREL brand. We would love to hear from you. We would love to see more from you. There will be more content, more blogs, more posts, and more lives. So if you like the platform, you support the platform, make sure you stay connected by going to facebook.com, searching J.DAREL brand and the brand of J.DAREL, liking and adding us. That would be where my lives will be posted and will be coming to you live, as well as on YouTube by the way of J.DAREL Hunt, by way of the ambassador. If you want to become an ambassador, please make sure that you log on to www.thebrandofjdarel.com/members. Make sure you log in by way of Facebook. You can log in by way of your Google account, as by way of email. Once you do that, follow the instructions that is presented in front of you, and also become an ambassador. Become an ambassador and enjoy the ambassador group chat. That is where we're going to have private conversations, private content, and content will be posted there, of which I cannot post via the public platform or to the general public. So we definitely want you. Everything that I have just confessed and told you is free. I'm not charging right now for that. So take advantage of that while you can. I look forward to more content. I look forward to you seeing more of you. So we thank you for everything you do. Again, before you click out, make sure you click like and you click share. Let your family know that you have tuned in to J.DAREL, the J.DAREL brand, and we are tuning out. I am checking out. I am giving you laughter, realness, and all things reality. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next live. Peace. My ambassadors, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Become a member now. Pick up those cell phones and go to your favorite browser and type in www.brandofjdarel.com. Get to those computers. Once you get instant access, you will be taken into the website where we host everything that is J.DAREL. To become a member, go ahead and click become a member. You can either sign up via Facebook and or your Google account. Once you do that, as well as your email, you can do so by following the direction that it is listed for you. Once you do that, you will have instant access and will be taken back to the page. Once you do that, you will look down at the bottom and see the view more or to send me a friend request to be a part of the ambassador group chat. Yes, we got a group chat where we have our own conglomerate where we can have fun. You will get your exclusive content, all of my lives, my thoughts, and my blogs, and any information that I cannot post to the general public. So you want to be, and you got to be a brand ambassador. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at J.DAREL. Go to youtube.com and search J.DAREL Hunt. Subscribe. Click the notification button so you can be privy to the access. Like and add our Facebook page at J.DAREL Brand. You can also search our like page. You will have all the information on my blog posts and updates of when I'm going live. You can also like the Brand of J.DAREL page as well. It will have the same information, blog posts, likes, comments. Make sure you tag somebody, tag everybody you love, and let them know that J.DAREL is back. Okay, make sure as well that you tune in. Live shows weekly at 8 p.m. only on Facebook and YouTube.